Test, test, test. 1, 2. Test, test, test. 1, 2.
My name is Harriet Tubman, and from the time I was born, I was properly Master Anthony Thompson, same as my brothers and sisters and Mama and Papa. Same as my brothers and sisters and mama and papa.
Grammarly helps you produce clear, effective writing that drives the results you want, even when you just want to express yourself on different websites. Grammarly helps you produce clear, effective writing. Download today at Grammarly.com. When you just want to express yourself on different websites. Download today at Grammarly.com. Express yourself on different websites. Download today at Grammarly.
ago, I was walking up the steps of the Capitol when Representative Yoho suddenly turned a corner, and he was accompanied by Representative Roger Williams, and accosted me on the steps right here in front of our nation's Capitol. I was minding my own business, walking up the steps, and Representative Yoho put his finger in my face. He called me
Okay, so there you have it. If you had the opportunity to take a look at that clip, there you have it. I'd like to hear your comments. Okay, so there you have it. If you had the opportunity to take a look at that clip, there you have it. I'd like to hear your comments. Okay, so there you have it. If you Okay, I'm back, everyone. So we saw a clip with Congresswoman AOC explaining a situation that occurred on the steps of Congress, where apparently she was accosted by a colleague. I'm curious to know your thoughts. We saw a clip with Congresswoman AOC. So just go ahead and write your comments down in the chat. Okay, let's try this again. I had a bunch of echo the first time. It's because I got multiple devices here. I got my iPad, I have my laptop, MacBook Air, I got my handy dandy iPhone, and of course I got my iMac that I'm looking at here. So like I was saying, trying to keep up with the chat there, is that, you know, I'm practicing here for a program I want to institute shortly, called the CSM Fireside chat. Now, of course, I didn't coin that phrase. If anybody knows anything about history, FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, our past president, used to have fireside chats. Named Fireside because what he would do is talk on the radio in such a way that it was almost as if they were sitting around the fireside, and folks would tune in and listen to his updates about what's going on in the country. So as I look forward various ways to engage the community and to keep in touch with folks with some of the important subjects I'm involved with, like veterans issues, and a variety of other things, looking at technology as we pivot towards virtual events and virtual platforms. So, anybody got any questions for me? I'm interested in what you guys think. So, if you got any burning questions or anything that you can bring to the group as of value, then, like I said, drop it in the chat so we can all be a little bit smarter. Otherwise, what I would like to do is wish you all a happy Thursday and tell you to keep hope alive, that things are not as always as bad as they seem. Although we still have to proceed with caution as it pertains to COVID-19. Please wear your masks. Please practice social distancing. And like I said, you know, work on your immune system. Try to stay as healthy as possible. Get some fresh air. Get some exercise. And at the end of the day, don't worry, be happy. Hooah. Shout out to my sister Rocky. I saw her in here. Shout out to John Stanley, who I think is a soldier of mine from back when I was a first sergeant in the fuel company out in Fort Carson, Colorado, back in 2001 time frame, fuel master. And then I see old Ryan Hunt, Captain Ryan Hunt, from mighty 123rd BSB. Shout out, Iron Support. I see the awesome Virginia Scott from Cornwall, Councilwoman. I see the amazing Mayor of Newburgh, Mayor Terrence Harvey, doing a fabulous job out there in Newburgh, New York. Shout out to the mayor. Keep up the great work. I see Anna Sierra popped in. Deborah Roberts, hello to you all. Good Thursday to you. I see the fabulous Tanisha Smith is watching. Salute to Tanisha Smith all the way in Delaware. Who else I see out there? See, this is all a trial run, folks. It took me a minute to get this thing under control, but I think I'm getting warmed up now. I see Howard Levy, my friend, music man. How are you? Good day to you. Yeah, Jenny, I was trying to do multi-teching. Yeah, I got my iPad, I got my laptop, and I got all these things, and all of a sudden, what I didn't realize is going to create this huge echo. And as you identified, you're absolutely right. It was echoing like crazy, because even in here where I'm at, I was just like loop, 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 loop. So it drove me nuts. So how's things in Cornwall? I hope everything is well over in the great Cornwall community. See, Miss Amy Dole, how are you? Good afternoon. Hope everything's well in your world. So yeah, folks, it's just more so a rehearsal than me having anything serious to say. I haven't been on Facebook Live and all that as much as I'm on Facebook. I really didn't go live ever, I don't think. And so now I bought this program called Restreaming and it allows me to not only go Facebook Live, but I can go YouTube Live, I can go Twitter Live, I can go up to 30 different platforms simultaneously. And so as we try to reach as many people as possible, this is going to be an effective, hopefully, tool to be able to do so. But yeah, if you're just getting on, you missed the video clip that I posted of Congresswoman Cortez, who was mentioning about a unpleasant experience that happened on the steps of Congress with one of her colleagues. And I was just wondering what people thought of that. Shout out to Anthony Brown Jr., you know, one of my favorite soldiers from the Iron Hammer, Iron Support days, doing a great job of taking care of his family, number one, and then number two, doing a great job being a veteran battle buddy to those of us who are now in the veteran ranks. With that said, he was the one that notified us that Sergeant First Class retired Hardy had a terrible loss of his 13-year-old son recently. And we want to just say our prayers go out to Sergeant Hardy and his family. And if you could spare some sort of donation, and there's a Facebook post with a GoFundMe page that we're looking to help Sergeant First Class Hardy with the burial expenses. So thanks a lot for Anthony Brown taking the lead on that, Iron Soldiers. Yeah. So one of the things, folks, if you're still on, one of the things that I'm planning to do shortly with this platform is I want to do some reading of children's books. One of the things I was able to do as a councilman here in my community was go out to the schools when the schools were open and read to some of the elementary school children. And that was a great experience for both of them and myself. I missed those children in the schools, and I ran into one yesterday at the swimming pool as I was out talking to the lifeguards. And then I mentioned this experience of reading. And I said, what if I could do something like that on social media? And they said, man, we would tune in. We would tune in for that. So that's my intent, is just to take a little bit of time, maybe once, twice a week, and get out a children's book and start to read. And then we can have the youth tune in and let them get inspired by someone who's reading a book to them. So if you guys can think of any other things we can do to motivate our youth, by all means, I'm all ears. So that's one initiative on the table. The other is veterans. You know, veterans near and dear to my heart. We weren't able to do up to now our white party, our annual white party. We should have had the 6th annual white party on June 20th at the Eisenhower Hall here at West Point, New York. But unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we were unable to pull it off. However, we have not given up hope yet. We're looking at a couple options, maybe one virtual platform like this. We put our white on, we connect through Zoom or Facebook Live, and then we raise up a toast to our fallen comrades. Or two, I'm looking at a couple venues that we could do here in New York at the Riverbank Historic House Museum would be the location for the white party. And believe it or not, I'm also looking at Los Angeles. You know, they're going through a spike right now, so it doesn't look promising. But I do have some contacts and some people and some of my team out there in Los Angeles who have been asking me to come out there and do the Veterans Resiliency All-White Affair out there. So stay tuned for that. If you're a veteran, we're still looking for nominations for those who have demonstrated resiliency after they've left the military service. And so each year we give out these awards called the Resiliency Award with the intent that we encourage people, no matter how bad life may seem, no matter if you get knocked down or not, to get back up and dust yourself off, stay in the fight. Somebody loves you, you are important, and you have served your nation well, and we want you to be around for a long time. So we want to wrap our arms around you. If you're having any struggles, reach out and let us know how we can help. Luke Kane, I see one of my most favorite soldiers, Sergeant First Class, promotable, or Master Sergeant Lewis out there, U.S. Army recruiter, gold ring kind of guy. He's making things happen, making me proud. I used to tell him, I said, one day I'm going to be at the house in my rocking chair. I'm going to be watching you on TV, doing our nation's work. And lo and behold, it ain't quite TV, but I see him on Facebook getting busy out there. And one of my other soldiers, Sergeant First Class, First Sergeant type of individual, Mercedes, she's out there hitting long balls. I think Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Man, these soldiers here got me ready to go put on. I got my uniform back here in the closet. Just here seeing you two, I might want to go get dressed for a minute and look in the mirror and remember them good old Iron Hammer days. So shout out to you all. Be safe out there. Stay engaged with your soldiers. As you know, we talked about engaged leadership back in the day. Anytime you forget what that means, pull out a little book called Who Moved My Cheese? And if you serve with me, you know what I'm talking about when I say look at who moved my cheese. So Big Lou and Sergeant First Class, Mercedes, keep hitting them home runs. Proud of you guys. Who? See, there go Brown. Brown says, "Who moved?" He had a flashback as soon as I said it. Who moved my cheese? That means he's a real Iron Hammer soldier. When he acknowledges that one little book right there, that's when you know you was part of the Mustafa Doctrine. Yeah, that's what's going on. Who moved my cheese? All right. So we had Who Moved My Cheese. We had engaged leadership. If you went through Iron Hammer University, then you know about Who Moved My Cheese, engaged leadership, and you know about the leadership requirements model. Okay? If you don't know them three things, that just simply means you did not graduate the Iron Hammer University. Simple as that. Brown says it changed his life. I love it. I tell you what, like I said, it's certain soldiers that back in the day, when I first ran into them, there was an instant, just a small window of a period of time where it looked like there was no hope for them. But they were the type of people, they were resilient, and they did counter moves, and somehow they changed their circumstances and then went on to do greatness. Brown is one of them. It turned out to become a sergeant. He could have went probably longer than that. He'd probably be a first sergeant or something by now. But he decided to tap out and go do something bigger and better, which was take care of his family. And I'm very proud of him for that. And so, but he served his country well. And one of the things that I liked about him, he could play a little ball. He was a heck of a quarterback. If I recall right, I think he was putting up some big numbers out there because we were competitive in nature. Our battalion didn't play when it comes to sports. And so Brown, if I remember, was a starting QB. Cool, standards and discipline. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Brown. That's why I'm going to tell you on the A team. Standards and discipline. Cool. Now, there's one of my favorite people from my hometown. It's Pisa, Gina, Marie Pisa Bora. How are you? Welcome. Good afternoon. I hope everything's going well in your world. So Luke Kane is having technical difficulties. He didn't do a commo check before he left the motor pool. And it says that his stuff is freezing up, but he's trying to hear what's going on. Listen, you might need to do a PMCS on your commo and then come back up on the net. Because right now, you're missing some good nuggets. I'm giving out free chicken today. All right? And right now, it's been a while since I dropped some pearls of wisdom on you. So I'm trying to get you to the next level. You got Sergeant Major written all over you. Let's go. Let's get it. Brown, help Luke Kane out. His commo's down. Whoa, I got Miss Patty Wilson all the way from Hawaii is joining us this afternoon. And I want everybody to listen up. I might want to call attention right now because we just got the wife of Major General David Wilson has joined us, better known as Iron Hammer 6 Whiskey. Iron Hammer 6 Whiskey. If you don't know what that means the wife of the commander, and everybody need to recognize. Good afternoon, Miss Wilson. Welcome and aloha, and I hope all is well over there in Hawaii. We ain't doing nothing too serious. I just jumped on here to be able to kind of rehearse. I'm trying to put together a program where I want to do some reading to the youth. I want to read to the youth. So I'm working my systems right now. Had technical difficulties earlier, but right now we rocking and rolling. I see Elijah Talley, one of the foremost young Army leaders in the United States Army, has joined us. Welcome, West Point graduate. He's a scholar, and he is a man of service, and I'm so pleasantly surprised and happy to see him join us. Welcome. Good afternoon. And for you, I give a salute. What's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Please give Annie my regards. I know she's holding down the fort for you as you get out and do the work of the Army. And so I wish you all well. Make sure you convey my greetings to the other brothers. Miss you guys. So folks, again, it's just a rehearsal today, just a dry run. I got some significant programs we want to bring to bear. We want to do some reading to the youth. I want to give some updates on the local community situation. It'll be Town of Highlands. Maybe some feedback I can give you there to ensure you that things are going well in the town. And then we want to talk about some veterans issues. We are definitely well connected to the veteran community, and quite frankly, I want to hear from you all. I want to hear what's going on in your world. What do you think can happen to make life better or more pleasant? One of the things I want to do is spread. I want to initiate and launch this kindness campaign where people are more kind to one another. Right now, I got a lot of stress out there. Got a lot of frustration. We got COVID-19. We got restrictions associated with that, and people are stressed, and so that oftentimes create friction. And so what we have to do in the military, they taught us to be tactically patient, to have what's called tactical patience. Sometimes you just got to go slower to go fast. So don't be in such a rush. Don't be in such a hurry, and that way you don't have to be so amped up, and you don't have to get yourself into a frustrating situation with anyone. But yeah, so the kindness campaign is what we intend to launch there. I'll get with some of my colleagues and see if we can get some assistance with that. We got Andrew Marcinek. How are you, my brother? How are you? Welcome. Good afternoon. Hope everything's well in your world. Kind of regards to you and your loved ones. And again, we just out here today, just spreading peace and love and happiness. And we're saying to everybody, be encouraged. Don't lose hope. Things are going well. If you're here in the Town of Highlands, what I'm here to report, I'd like to report to you that I'm seeing a lot of good things happening. A lot of people social distancing without being distant. So you can maintain 6 feet from somebody and still be cordial and wish them well and give them greetings. So I'm seeing that. I'm seeing people who otherwise can't get 6 feet from one another and have to be in close proximity. They are wearing their masks. I'm seeing people take advantage of the beautiful Mine Dock Park that we have down on the Hudson River. I'm seeing people that are out taking advantage of now that they can get some food from the various restaurants. So we wish all our businesses well here locally and wherever you may be. If you are in business, we wish you well, and we know that it's been tough times for you. But just hold on. This too shall pass. There's one of my favorite veterans and retired Sergeant First Class Crystal Navarro Marquez. She is in the building. Greetings to you and your family, and happy birthday to your brother. I know today was your brother's birthday, or yesterday. Wish you well. And there's Miss Rebecca Stewart, one of my favorites. And her daughters is certainly on my list of favorites. And they are the ones actually who have inspired me to start this reading program that I'm going to start with the youth. I want to read some books because when I was at the elementary schools several months ago reading, and then later I went down to a local spot to get some food, the young lady said, "I know you. You were at my school reading the book." And then she also remembered the exact book. So that tells me, folks, that we can make a difference in our young people's lives. Hello, Rebecca Stewart. Regards to you and your family. I wish you the best. Hope you enjoyed the pool yesterday, you and your family. Oh, there's my favorite chief of police in the United States of America, Chief Pierre, is in the building. And I want to say a special shout out to all the officers of the town of Highlands. We thank you so much for your professionalism and for what you do for our community. And definitely going to be down to see you all soon. I know it's been a while due to COVID-19. We've been distant, but at the same time, I owe you a visit. So thanks so much, Chief, and for you and the team. Salute to the Chief. Rebecca, please tell me when that truck gets open. I'm having a what do you call like a urge. I need a gyro or something. You know, that thing, those things you guys used to cook down there at the food truck. Man, I haven't tasted anything like your food. It was amazing and it was healthy too. Look like my battle buddy Randy Schumann is in the building. Old veteran, retiree. I think he's a Fort Campbell kind of guy. He's old veteran. I say hooah. Welcome. Hope all is well with the family. Well, good. I'll be looking for you. Make sure you send me a note so I won't have to wait too long. Rebecca, I will be there when you guys are back in action. So, folks, please, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the chat. If anything that you want my help with, if there's anything that I can do or be of service, please drop a note in the chat, and we'll see what we can do to get after it. Yes, local supporter. Hashtag local supporter. Support our local businesses. If you are in the town of Highlands vicinity, West Point, Highland Falls, Fort Montgomery, please, if you're able, get out and support the local businesses. Thanks for that reminder, Rebecca. Yeah, so folks, if you got any notes or you got any feedback for me, whether it's the Command Sergeant Major hat that I wear retired for the veterans, whether it's Ryan Hunt, who I see you. I see you, veteran battle buddy. Old Captain Ryan Hunt is in the building. I want to thank you for your service, and I hope all is well with you and your family. Glad to see you on the net. Yeah. So we got probably another good 5 minutes online, guys. So if you got any questions for me, shoot. I'll try my best to answer. Again, as you know, here in the town of Highlands, I'm currently on the town board, and so if there's anything that I could do to assist in that capacity, please shoot me a note. In terms of veterans across the country, as you know, retired Command Sergeant Major, got 30 years of service under my belt, and we've been active for the last 6 years with veterans issues, and we particularly are battling the issue of veteran suicide, and we use our own methodology with creating battle buddies by way of identifying those who are resilient, and then they go back into their communities and help. So reach out if you have any questions in reference to veterans issues. Oh, I see my high school homeboy, Big John Stringer, my brother, my friend. Welcome to the chat. It's so good to see you, my brother. In fact, I want to give the audience a little taste of something that John Stringer and myself got planned for you. I'm going to give the credit to him because he came up with a fabulous idea. He said we should do something to address these racial divide in our country. So Big John, and for those who don't know, is from Jackson, Mississippi. And so I went to high school down in Jackson, my last 2 years of high school, and I met him, and me and him became fabulous friends, very, very close friends, despite him being white and me being black, and we being in the South. And then that friendship have lasted and withstood the test of times. So here it is 30 plus years later, me and him still tight, closer than ever, got mad love for each other. And we've decided we're going to do something. We're going to do what we can to come together and create some platform where we can just talk about, relationships between folks outside their race, and particularly use our relationship as an example to show people what right looks like. Because people are people. They're human first. That's the race. And then we both are all pump the same blood. So that being said, mad love for you, Big John. Hope all is well. And I know I haven't talked to you lately, but I'm working hard on this radio station that we've been discussing to get it up and running and functioning properly. It's more work than I thought it was going to be. And so I owe you an update on that. We got about 2 more minutes, folks. 2 more minutes. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and shoot. I'm here for you. If not, in 2 minutes, we'll close it out. This was just a good dry run or dress rehearsal, as we say in the military, as I was trying to get on this streaming and this Facebook Live stuff for a minute. And then finally, this time I got it done. So this was a great start, and we're going to build on this right here. Oh, we got DJ Miss Official in the building. Chandra James, the birthday girl, aka Lil Ty, is in the building. So welcome to Chandra James. As you can see, we're rehearsing our systems here. We're trying to go Facebook Live. In fact, this is not Facebook Live. I'm doing a streaming that allows me to go Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live simultaneously. So I seen your baby sister on earlier. Tanisha was on. She was up there in Delaware, peeking. She didn't say nothing. I'm gonna have to get her later. What's up, brother? Big John, love you, brother. Yeah, Rebecca, you right. DJ Mr. Fisher was pumping that music the other day. She's the #1 female DJ in Hudson Valley, New York. Just so y'all know. Big John, we gonna do this thing, man. Everybody, I'm gonna say again, Big John is a friend of mine from high school. We graduated high school in 1983, and he and I have reconnected. But it's almost as though we have not left each other since '83 because the love is still there and it's strong. Now, so what we want to demonstrate is that during this time of racial tensions in the country that we love, that we got a picture of what right looks like. And there's many of you here in Highland Falls, New York, have grown up like that with people from white and black and Hispanic and all giving love to each other. And so we just have to get our stories out there. And I want to be a platform for that. Big John and I are going to do some sort of talk show where we invite others on to discuss how we can do better in America. Oh, there's one of my favorite Sergeant Major retired. Sergeant Major Griffith Kincaid, Jarvis Griffith Kincaid is in the building. She's one of the top former Sergeant Majors in the United States of America. She's down in Alabama making things happen. So shout out to Sergeant Major Jarvis Griffith Kincaid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday to you. We just on here going live, just trying to do a little something. It's a rehearsal really for other things that we have for ourselves in the future. We're going to do some reading to the youth. We're going to do some veterans talks, and then we're going to do some discussions about race in America. Hoorah! You know, folks, this race thing ain't that hard, really, if you think about the fact that we all have been created by one creator if you have that inclination to believe in a higher power. And secondly, we all plump red blood. So if I was to need a transfusion, I wouldn't say, what color is the person? I'd say, please give me that blood. So what we're going to do is talk about it. We're going to have a discussion, and we're going to bring in some people that have had these relationships with one another, and they may have come from families that might have been racist in nature, but somehow they overcame that influence to do what was the right thing, and that is respect and dignity for all. So stay tuned for some of these things that we're going to have. If you ain't got a chance to check out S4L Radio, S4L Entertainment and Sports Radio, please go check it out because we are rocking the house with all kind of funk music, a little bit of gospel, a little bit of pop, a little bit of jazz. I mean, put your dancing shoes on. That's all I can tell you because we put together some music. That is S4L Entertainment and Sports Radio. Check it out. You can get on my Facebook page, and then you can click the link, and it'll take you right there. But you won't be disappointed. On that same platform, we're going to have some shows. The show's going to talk about things from race in America. It's going to talk about know your rights as a citizen of America. I got guys who are lawyers or getting ready to be lawyers because they're in law school. They're going to come on and talk. We're going to have people discuss, religion and entertainment, a variety of different talk shows. We're just going to bring things that the people want to hear. So that's why I want y'all to chime in. Let me know what it is that we can do to help heal this country. We got. This is a time where we got to step up as leaders. Many of us served lots of years in the military. We are what the country needs at this moment. So it ain't enough to retire and slip back in the cut. What we have to do now is come up and give our country a second wave of our leadership. So, folks, that's our time. It's been real. For all of you that tuned in today, thank you so much. You gave me a good rehearsal. I was on here messing around, didn't know what I was doing when I first started. And 30 minutes later, I feel like I know what the heck I'm doing. So we getting ready to get busy on this platform. We getting ready to bring some real talk. And we want to doggone get to the bottom of some issues. And we want to hear your voice. We want to know what you think. So please send me a note through Facebook Messenger or any way that you can get in touch with me. My website is www.s4l-sports.com. You can reach me by phone at 845-305-0111. You can reach me by email at kingty, KINGTY, S like Sam, the number 4, the letter L, at gmail.com. And so again, thank you so much. I wish you well. We wish you all the blessings that you can tolerate. We wish you to be healthy, and then we wish you abundance. So may God keep you until our next session. Peace and love.